Despite everything that's happened or hasn't happened this school year, we are going to have a yearbook. However, we can't do it without you. If you are interested in joining the yearbook club, please email Mr. Coleman to express your interest. Over the next few weeks, Mr. Coleman will be working with interested students to plan and collect the content we need for the yearbook. Even if you don't plan on being in the yearbook club, we still need you and your photos. Be on the lookout for additional yearbook club announcements in the next few weeks. We will be announcing various categories and topics for your photo submissions. It's a whole new semester next week, and hopefully you're ready to start this year off on the right foot. To help you get the extra support, NHS is launching Homework Center again in a virtual setting. The Homework Center is from 3 to 4 p.m. any day of the week. You can get extra help from peer tutors and some of our teachers like Ms. Shatrot, Mr. Vernazat, and other NHS teachers. If you are a junior or senior who is looking for some volunteer experience to put on your college applications, scan this QR code and fill out the Google form.
Hello, my name is Jasmine and I am interviewing Mr. Utterback. Okay, we have a few questions. So I know it's your first year here, and it's COVID, and this is the first pandemic we ever um did class. Like, how do you feel that do you think that this was gonna be like this for your first year of teaching?
Um, kind of. And what I mean by that is, I mean, when this first, I was still a student last year, right?
Yeah.
And the longer it went on, and when I started applying for jobs, started thinking, well, this is a real possibility. It's possible that, because I think at first everyone was like, oh, okay, it's going to be a week or two, and we're going to go back to normal, right? And when it got to be May and we were applying for, and it was time to apply for, or April, and it was time to apply for jobs, got to the point where it's like, wow, this might go longer than just a month or two, and so in that aspect, yes. But when I first decided I want to be a teacher, no.
And the next question is, how do you like your students? Like, how is that going on? Like me and the other students.
So how do I like the students? Well, I like them fine. No, I think with teaching, I think the one good thing that and I don't know how, that I'm good at is, for some reason, I'm able to kind of get y'all. And I don't know if that's because I was you not too long ago, but I think another thing is, I'm able to understand because I wasn't a great student. I mean, honestly, I told my high school teachers I'm a teacher, and they went, "What? You're a teacher?" And some of them were like, "Good, now you know. Now you can know what we went through with you." So, but the thing is, I know what it's like to struggle. I have learning disabilities, and so, um, it's kind of why I get my students a little bit, like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like, I it's really hard to explain, but I can get them without them telling. I can tell, and I don't know why, but I can tell where they're at just by looking at them. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And and what is something that you really like about your job?
Uh, so there's a lot of things. I like the students. I love the staff. Um, I have a lot of support from Mr. Sanino. He's a wonderful boss and wonderful helper. Coach Tashera, that's Miss Kim. She's very. If I ever have a question, she's always been there. Mr. Ellis, Mr. Melvin. I have, and some other people is Mr. May. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I've known Mr. May most all my life. So it was kind of nice to have him there. And then also Miss Gutierrez, who I went to school, we graduated together with, and Miss Pagnelli have been great. They're also new, and so a lot of the questions I have, they've also had or they've asked, and so just having that support where you feel like a team with all those people. Oh, also Miss Redmond has been great, Mr. Turner. Um, just having these people, I feel like I'm part of a team. Like I'm not going to my job. It's we're all on the same team. We're working together, and to all those this community, all those people really help me get better. And another thing I love about this is this was something I never thought I could ever do. You know, like I said, I've had learning disabilities. I've struggled in life. I know what it's like to be 20 something years old and be like, oh my God, where am I going in life? Like, what? And not thinking that you can do anything, you know? And I love this because I have a family now. I didn't think that I'd ever be able to have a family. I didn't think I'd ever be able to contribute to a family. I have my wife and I were working on, you know, accomplishing all these dreams. And I wouldn't have these dreams that I thought were impossible just 10 years ago. Wouldn't be able to accomplish these dreams without this job. And I know that it's not saying that I haven't worked hard and there weren't other people that helped me. Um, but that's what I really love about this job is it's really helped me accomplish the American dream. And I love the people that are around me that want me to do well at this school. Oh, I also forgot Mr. Arsich has been wonderful too. There's so many people at the staff. I can't ever see myself wanting to go elsewhere unless they forced me to.
Yep, that sounds pretty good.
One last, Jasmine, can I promote the baseball team?
And how long have you been a baseball coach?
I think since the 2015-2016 school year, I've coached. I started it because I realized I needed volunteer work to get into the teaching program. And so I started, it's really weird. I have the same job as the guy who gave me that job. He was the head baseball coach and he was a history teacher and worked in, but at Mariloma. And so I was the head coach of JV for a year, and then I made assistant to varsity. And then I went to Florin, which I know is a big rival of ours. And I coached with Coach Davis, Coach Randy Davis. He gave me an opportunity. I was an assistant on varsity and a JV manager, and so the head coach there. And it's really weird, but last year I was doing my student teaching with Mr. Kai. Some of you might know Mr. Kai. Mm-hmm. And he told me, you know, we don't have a baseball coach. And so he took me down to Coach Arsich and he said, hey Arsich, I found you a baseball coach. And that's how I got the baseball job at Natomas. So I love it. It's a passion. It was the only time I ever felt like I fit in. Well, I felt really like good about school was when I played baseball. And so I'm really happy to do that.
Okay. And is there any tryouts like for the baseball team?
Yeah, so starting in February, we're going to have some weather permitting and weather and based on circumstances, we're going to start having practices. So we will for sure be able to do conditioning. Our season, we are officially able to do stuff like that right when February starts. And so if you want, do you have an ability to put my email on the screen?
Yes, I will be able to do that.
So if you want to join the baseball team or are interested, give me an email and we can make that happen. So thank you for that, and thank you for the opportunity to promote that.
Okay. No problem. And that will be all for today. Thank you for me interviewing you.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's a
Yeah.
great day to be a Nighthawk.
Caw!